Hey, Scrapbook friends, it's Nicole, and I'm here with episode 16 of our Theme Park Thursday. And today we're doing a super quick layout of ice cream. And it's a very simple layout, and I will admit to you that I am not sure that I love it. I'm not sure that it's done, but I have been quite sick for the last week. Actually, last Thursday is when I first started feeling sick, and I tested. I don't have COVID, but I was feeling too sick to go to the doctor, so I might have had the flu. I feel like I had a lot of the flu symptoms. I'm over all of those symptoms, but I'm just still not back to normal. I'm super lightheaded. I just can't sit up for more than a few minutes without getting dizzy and feeling like I'm going to pass out. So I'm hydrating, I'm resting. I almost quote unquote called in sick today. I was just going to post a sorry, see you next week, but was feeling a little bit better, so I thought I could have time to do just a quick video. So this one is quick. Like I say, I'm not sure that I'm done with it. If I end up adding any more things, it might need some bling or something like that, but I don't have any bling today. But you can watch how I put it together. It went together really, really quick. And even for me, who has been too sick to scrapbook for 8 days, that's never happened in my life that I've been too sick to scrapbook. It's been awful. But feeling better now and hoping every day gets a little bit better and I'll be back to normal soon. So stay tuned and see how I put together this quick, fun frozen treats scrapbook layout. Okay, so these are the pictures that we had left over last week when I ended up doing the Pecos Bill layout separately. And so I'm going to kind of go back in time in our day and I'm going to do an ice cream layout. So while I've been sick, I've had lots of time to look around on Pinterest, and I came up with a few ideas. So I really liked this one with just the ice creams. This is a cut file, but I didn't feel like that would work for my photos. I don't want to cut them that small. And so then I found, again, I keep forgetting this isn't a touch screen. This one that has kind of the little ice cream drips, which I thought was really fun. And this one, which is very similar to it. And this is kind of the one that inspired me, but both of these two layouts with that ice cream drips. I think what I want to do is I want to take these pictures and do them across the top and do the little drip thing underneath. So this is from, I don't know, these is from Simple Stories, from scrapbook.com. I don't know how people did that. I'm just going to draw them by hand because that's something I don't mind doing. So that's what we're going to do and see if we can come up with an ice cream layout for this these three photos of ice cream. So I've been doing a lot with Sweet Summer, and Sweet Summer actually has some ice cream stickers, but I don't know where my Sweet Summer stuff is. I went to a scrapbook retreat out of state last week, which is how I got sick. And I think it's with my other stuff, and I just didn't have the energy to look for it. However, we did have a collection several years ago that was one of my favorites, and it was called Electric Summer. I bought multiple packs of it. If you've seen my family reunion album from 2018, I think, this is what I used for most of that reunion. And it has this paper that's all little ice creamy sprinkles. So that's what I'm going to use for the ice cream part. I think I'm going to put it like a pink paper with the ice cream straight across and then the swoops down at the bottom. And then I thought I'd put this underneath kind of to be the cone. And then I'm going to put a little border around the ice cream with this. And then I decided that I thought I wanted to have a border around the whole layout like I have been liking. So I figure I would use the solar yellow. So I have done a little bit more thinking about this layout than maybe I would ordinarily do, but I hope I remember to say this in the preview. I wasn't sure I was going to get this layout done for you guys today. So I'm glad that I'm here. I've so far, the longest I've been able to stay sitting up is 40 minutes. So hopefully I can be done with this in less than 40 minutes before I have to go lie back down. I do have two pictures that I like. One is the nice smiling face with the ice cream, and the other one is the I'm going to eat this ice cream. And I'm not quite sure if I want to use both of them, if I just want to use the fun one, if I want to try and do something. I only have two. I don't really want to do a peekaboo pocket. I thought about doing one I can just like have a pull out, like a before and after. I don't know, because I don't use the pocket pages. It's hard to, it's hard to use the peekaboo pockets at anything other than on the side. So I might decide to do that. We'll see. The first thing I want to do is start out with is the ice cream. And I just kind of want to draw the picture, but I don't want to draw on the front. So the reason I have so much of this particular ice cream paper left, I think, is because this is one of the few that didn't have like a good front and back. Like both of these are pretty busy. So I'm going to try and draw it on the back. We'll see how I do because it's hard to see. And I think I want to make sure that this stays less than 6. Well, I think maybe I'll do 7. Maybe I'll do 7 inches. So I'm going to cut this at 7 inches. It doesn't matter which way I cut it. I am using the back here. I'm going to cut this at 7 inches. And I want my ice cream, I've got cat hair all over everything. My poor cat has been so good to take care of me. I'm going to trim this down a little bit. And I want it to kind of be swoops and drips and drabs, but I don't know what I want. Let's see. So we'll just kind of do something like that. Hopefully you guys can see the little pencil line that I just drew. And then I'm just going to use my microchip scissors and try and cut this. And I'm not even necessarily trying to follow the line. I just want to give myself an idea of what I want. And I kind of want the drips to not be, especially if they're the big ones like this, I want them to not be even. I want it to look like a drip, if that makes sense. This one over here on the side, I think, can be more even. All right. It's a little tricky to cut these tight curves. I don't want them to all be the same length or width because ice cream drips are not the same. This just gives me a place to start. And I might not need to actually do the white border, but I don't know. I feel like it's going to blend in too much to the purple background. So I want to have the white as an option. And see, these, I put these two kind of at the same height, which is not what I want. So I'm going to change this up a little bit from what I drew. And I think I'm going to save this extra piece to cut a few extra little drippies. All right, so that's kind of okay. I think I want to, well, I think we're going to start with a little bit less of a page. I think I want a 1/4 inch border all the way around with the solar yellow. And I'm always torn with this because, you know, sometimes I just cut a strip and put that on top, and sometimes I cut a border. I think because this time I'm starting out with, I'm going to start by cutting a border, and I'm just going to do a 1 inch frame for this because 1 inch is the easiest for me to cut. And I gotta admit, my brain is just not firing on all cylinders this week, you guys. It has not been fun. So I don't know what I got, but I'm on day 8 and I still just feel really not back to myself, just really weak and just sitting up. I've been sitting up for what, about 15 minutes now, and just feel really flushed, and who knows, I might have to step away and come back. All right, and then we're going to use this as our base. This was a taffy pink color. I just want a 1/4 inch border, so I'm just going to cut a 1/2 inch off either side of this. And this is basically going to be the base of our whole layout. And yeah, I am in my pajamas. I have showered a couple of times over the last few days, but I'm just taking it really easy, letting my body decide what I am up for. So I'll start with this. And like I say, you could easily have just chosen to cut a 1/4 inch strip and put this around as your border instead. We'll just make it pretty centered. I think that looks all right. I do love this pink. And this isn't our current pink that we have, but anytime Creative Memory sells pink in one of their recipe cardstock buffets or something like that, I hoard it. Okay, so here's the ice cream drips that I want. And then this is my thought this would be underneath the ice cream. And I don't know if I need the white around it. I kind of think maybe I don't. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let's see if I like it better, this direction or this direction. I think I like it this way because I like having the multicolor stripes in there. So I'm just gonna stick this guy down. And I am gonna have to trim this. To make it the right width, since I have that border going on. And this can go all the way down to here. I just want to be able to fit these. That'll fit right there. So whatever this measurement is right there, I'm just going to mark it with my fingernail like I do, not even measuring. But that will get me just barely down below this strip right here. So it's probably about 7 inches again, 6.5. All right, I kind of want to round this top edge instead of having it sharp, but oh, I have to trim it off. So I think I will go ahead and just trim a 1/2 inch, a 1/4 inch off either side, because I don't really, I don't know, I wanted to kind of keep it centered. Okay. All right, this is coming together really quickly, which is a blessing for me today. Put that there. Let's trim this guy down. Cut this stranger off over here and make this a little shorter. I'll actually cut that because it's got a blurry hand in it. And then decide, I mean, I love this picture. She's so cute. But she's also so cute here doing this. Oh, that's a hard decision which one to put in. I think I like this one. I think I like the one with a little bit more personality going on. So now I didn't use white. I was thinking about using white right along here, but I didn't use it. I'm wondering if I do need some kind of a border now that it's on here. I mean, I could just do something with a pen, which you guys know I do a lot. Maybe I'll do that. But then I think I am gonna do matte the photos in a little bit of white. I can cut this one a little bit narrower now. I could actually cut it in both directions. so we can fit more on. I can't really cut Katie off too much. Maybe she needs to be in the middle because she's the wider picture. Yeah, it's looking a little boring. I think I do need to mat the photos, just a little tiny bit of matting. I'm gonna use a paper from leftover from the paper collection, paper pack. I hope this is the same cat hair that keeps getting in my way and not multiple cat hairs, although he's not even down here. Oh, I just cut that when I shouldn't have because I didn't trim the other photo. There's one. Is she gonna be, that still works good. Put this one on here. And then this last one, which I think I'm going to trim down a little bit just to give some variety in height. I did trim the other one down a little bit too. It's interesting that they still both fit on the on these papers that I'm using without me having to trim the paper down. Funny how that works. Okay, so there's the 3. I could probably cut this part out if I wanted to, but I'm not going to today. I'm not as frugal sometimes with cardstock as I am with designer paper that I'm running low on. Although who knows how much of this pink cardstock I've got left. Okay, so there's the ice cream. And then we'll put Katie right here and a Dole Whip right there. And Michelle right there. Oh, that's cute. I'm liking that a lot. All right, but it's needing something else. It's like, this is like the start of a layout. Of course, it needs a title. And I don't have any more stickers left from Electric Summer that I know of. I'll put them both at this kind of an angle. Yeah, I think I want this to come down a smidge. I want hers to be up a little higher. Actually, I'm not quite centered on the mat. Scoot that over just a smidge. Okay, so now I need something else on here. I mean, I definitely need a title, and I think I might just say Frozen Treats. That's kind of boring and kind of lame, but it'll fit. And I'm gonna pull out my sticker letters. I think I've got yellow. You know, maybe I've got a different color that we haven't used yet. I've got orange. I don't use a lot of orange. Ooh, I like the orange. I think we're going to use the orange. And just write Frozen Treats. And yeah, I'm just gonna do it. And I'm not gonna measure it. I'm not gonna make them straight. I'm just gonna stick these down. These are going to have to be traced around, though, I can already tell. And if I have the energy, maybe I'll edit some of this out, but I might not, you guys. I appreciate you bearing with me, and hope you know how much I am trying to stick to a schedule by not just canceling on you. I canceled all of my in-person events last week and this week, and which is something I've never done in all my 20 plus years of being a CM advisor. I've never had to cancel an event due to illness, and I hope I never have to do it again. So you can see why I've kind of come back to sticker letters after doing so much with my silhouette for so many years. These are just so fast, and especially with all the colors and not having to color them in. And I just hope I can fit treats on here. I might have to scoot that over a smidge. I don't want to have the letter go off the edge. All right, and an S. Frozen treats. There we go. We made that work. I think I'll see if I can find a purple pen and trace around. That'll work. I can feel myself getting shaky. So I have been in touch with, my sister is a PA, a physician assistant, and I've been talking to her about what's going on with me. I appreciate all the people on my Facebook friends who've suggested various tests and remedies and all of that. We think it's just a virus. It could have been COVID. I did test negative twice, but I don't know. But if I'm still sick on Monday, I've already promised her and everyone that I will go in and see a doctor. But at this point, I don't even know what symptoms I would tell them I have, other than I just feel weak and awful. So you guys know I love this technique of tracing around letters with a pen. I just think it makes such a difference. I'll hold it up in a minute so you can see the difference between the word frozen and the word treats, and you can see that it makes a difference. All right, so you can see that difference between the frozen and the treats. It just makes it pop, and all it is a fine tip pen, and you do have to be careful, but you can kind of run it along the edge. You're not having to freehand, you're just kind of having to follow the edge of the sticker, which is raised up a little bit. So even if you're not, real comfortable about your, ability to draw a straight line, people tell me all the time I can't draw a straight line. Well, nobody can. That's why we use rulers. All right, frozen treats. I think this needs something else. But I don't, you don't want to do too much. This is kind of the focus. I think maybe, I don't know, I kind of wish I would have done this purple along the edge of here. Maybe I should have drawn the swoops with pen and then just traced around it. But this is a dot pen. If you have some of the Creative Memories pens, the ones with the silver barrel like this are the dot tip. So the one side is a fine tip, and then the other side is the dot, has the clear. Whereas if you have the ones with the black barrel, these are a dual tip pen. So that's how you can tell which is which. But I do kind of feel like I want to go along here and just kind of define that edge. So I am going to fast forward through this. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and just tuck it under, and I'm going to use the dot tip side. And that way I can get a little bit wider line faster. So we'll just do it like that. And that way I don't have to do too much editing on this video, because that's the part that takes brain power. Yeah, I don't know if that made that much of a difference, but I'm too late now. I'm committed. So I'll just pull this up. And I will actually, I'll I'll just snip this part out so you don't have to watch. All right, so now I'll just pull this scratch paper out. I guess I should have used the back in case I wanted to use the white front for something else, but oh well. I don't know that that made much of a difference, but I felt like I needed to do something. Now I'm going to look at the embellishments from Electric Summer. It has some ice cream, which is not exactly what this, I mean, this is ice cream, yes, but these are more popsicles. But that's what I have, and just because I'm not feeling very adventurous, I just want to get this one done. I thought there were 3. Oh yeah, 3 ice creams. I'll do that. 2 purple, 1 pink. I'll just do, and these are embellishments. They're not stickers, so I'm gonna have to put a little sticky on them. I think that's okay. It still needs something else. You know what it needs? It needs a line. So this is way old school. Before I put these little guys down, I'm just gonna come around and just do a little line. And I don't know, maybe this is out. Maybe it's not thing people do anymore. Actually, I guess I could have put like a punched border or something, but I think the line is gonna work. And maybe this is just because I learned to scrapbook in the 90s and this is what we did, but just think sometimes a little bit of pen work adds just a finish and definition that is hard to explain. And it's easy to do. You don't have to have any extra accessories, but I just think that added something. So I hope you'll agree. Just a little hint of definition. There are lots of different ways I could have done it. But I think I'm trying to do kind of that triangle thing, but I think I want this right here, and I want that one up there, and this one right there. I think that's going to be plenty. And then I just need a little journaling, and I think I might just journal up here. Well, maybe I'll do it down here on a piece of this white. Let's see what I want to say. All right, so I said it's always the right time of day to eat ice cream at Disney, and I just trimmed it off, and I'm gonna stick it down right here. Oh, I'd like to tuck that under. Well, it doesn't quite tuck under. All right, and you know what? I think for now that's gonna be done. This is probably my fastest layout I've done in a really long time. It's all I've got in me for today. But it tells a story. You know, I split those 2 layouts up. So last week's Pecos Bill and then the ice cream. And I think it was a little bit more fun to have the ice cream sip it. And I definitely had fun using this kind of sprinkly paper to make what hopefully to you and to me looks like little ice cream. Oh, I was going to do a little ice cream drip, wasn't I? I think I will. I'll do one little ice cream drip. We'll just take this little piece. And if you're not comfortable freehanding a little drip of ice cream, you could find a picture online and well, maybe not. Maybe I don't want that. That might be too much. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, I think this one with the maybe I needed a little tinier one up there. All right, now I'm getting out of control again. I have trouble not doing too much. All right, we'll do those two. Actually, I'll trim this one down just a smidge because it's kind of big. I'll make it more drip-like. All right, that and that. Oh, I want it more not off to the side. Okay, so now I'll just quick trace around those with my pen and stick them down and be done. And then we'll see, you know, sometimes I am able to film my videos ahead, so I have time to think about it and come back to you with, you know, when I've changed my plan. But this one I'm actually filming on Thursday to post today so that I don't have to call in sick to my YouTube channel, which is what I was planning to do until about an hour ago. Down like that. And like that. All right, there we go. Frozen treats. I like it. I hope you like it. I hope if you have some ice cream pictures to scrapbook, that this kind of idea with the little drips of ice cream will give you some inspiration. And I will be back next week, hopefully feeling better. If I'm not feeling better next week, y'all, I don't even know what my life's gonna be like. It's been rough. So, but I will be back next week. I will be feeling better, and I'll have another theme park Thursday for you again. Here I am. I don't even know what number we're on. 15, 16, something like that. I'll look it up before I post the video. So thanks so much for being here with me and for your support of my channel, and I'll see you next week.